Hey guys, how's it going? On behalf of Roman Technology, my name is Phil Begno. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 30-day Apple challenge that I will be subjecting myself to. But before I do that, I want to thank you guys for the overwhelming positive response as far as wanting to see a setup tour. I'll get that to you as soon as possible. It should be out sometime next week or this week, depending on timing. It'll be my next video though, so look forward to that. Now, as far as my 30-day Apple challenge, this isn't going to be very hard for me as far as computing goes, so I'm mostly making it just about the mobile devices in my life. Now, let me give you a quick little background of myself as far as these mobile devices go, to kind of give you an idea of where this is coming from. Until about a year ago, I was a very, very strong Apple fanboy. Probably a bit stronger than I would like to admit under most circumstances. I have had every iPhone that's come out, with the exception of the iPhone 5C and the normal iPhone 6. I've had iPod Touches, just so many of them, and I've had a bunch of iPads as well. And I've used those to kind of shape my life in the past. Then about a year ago, I got my first Android device, which was a Samsung Galaxy S4. And I loved it. Now, TouchWiz is a bit questionable, in my opinion, but other than that, I really loved the customization that you could do with it, and I fell in love with the platform. Even though my individual Samsung Galaxy S4 did have some issues. So what I decided to do was got rid of it, but not for the fault of Android. And then I went back to my iPhone 5S as if nothing had happened. But in the back of my head, I knew that I wanted to get back into Android. And then in September, I made the permanent switch over and have used it as my daily smartphone ever since. As far as tablets go, I've had the iPad mini Retina for a little while now. I had iPads in the past, but lately I've been using something a bit different to just kind of switch it up a bit. I've been using the Surface, actually, as my main school tablet, and I've really been liking it. Now, I'm not a fan of Windows RT. This was the original Surface. I'm not a big fan of Windows RT. I bought this thing about 2 years ago, and at the time, the Surface Pro was just a bit too expensive, and this was on sale for Black Friday, so I decided to pick it up. But ultimately, you know, for what I needed it to do, it was spot on. All I needed out of the device was word processing and internet browsing, and it did that quite perfectly. Even though I couldn't really install any good things on it, like Firefox or Chrome or anything else, it was doable, you know? It got everything done that I needed to do. Plus, actually I have it right here, I can show you this next part. Because of the kickstand that I had on the back, it made a very good digital music stand when I was playing stuff on the keyboard that I have over here out of shot that you guys will see in the setup video. So I loved using this as my tablet, and I also loved using my OnePlus One, which was my daily driver Android phone, as my smartphone. But sadly, both of these devices will be going into a locked drawer where I have absolutely no access to them for the next 30 days. Let me talk a little bit about what I'm going to be using over the next 30 days as my daily drivers and as my kind of everyday devices. So as far as tablets go, originally I was gonna get a full-sized iPad, like an iPad Air 2, or try to find an older iPad Air, because I just like bigger tablets. I feel like smaller tablets, as far as productivity, they're not the best. I like something that's a little bit bigger to type on. But I decided to make that a part of the challenge too, and I'll be using my iPad mini Retina. This is a 128GB model with AT&T LTE built in, and I love this thing, but I don't know how I love it as my main tablet. So I'm going to be using this over the next 30 days for taking notes in class and all that great stuff. Like I said, I love the tablet itself. It's just a bit different than having something full-size. So I'll definitely make sure to talk a little bit about the whole process of getting used to a smaller screen. Now, when it comes to my smartphone, I decided to go with probably what is going to be the biggest challenge for me, and that is this iPhone 6 Plus. Now, it's not going to be a challenge because of the size or anything like that. It's going to be a challenge because of the capacity. This is a 16GB model. To put that into perspective, just the music section of my iTunes library is about 50 gigs. I love music. It's a bit of a problem. So this is going to be interesting. I'm definitely gonna love streaming everything on this thing. And I'm really glad that I still have the unlimited data plan from AT&T from way back when, and I'm still grandfathered in on that. So streaming, you know, Pandora, Spotify, you're the real MVP. So yeah, I'll be using the iPhone 6 Plus as my daily driver over the next 30 days. So as far as rules as to what I'm going to try to push myself to do, like I said, I can only use those devices as far as mobile devices go, or the other iOS devices that I come in contact with, mainly the full-size iPad that my dad is now using. That's my old one. It's an iPad 2, 32 gigabyte. So I'll still use that every once in a while, but I'll probably just stick with these devices. Also, and this is gonna be the biggest one for me, is I cannot modify the software. So I can't jailbreak. That's gonna keep me kind of using the stock iOS experience without being able to customize it very much. Because I feel like if I was allowed to jailbreak these devices, this really wouldn't be a challenge. Whenever I used iOS in the past, I've always had it jailbroken, and it was quite easy for me to use it. I just wanted something that could do customization out of the box, which is why I switched to Android. So I will be keeping these stock, not jailbreaking, and seeing exactly how I react to it. This is more so a personal experiment, just to see if I can handle it. So yeah guys, I will be updating you guys periodically, probably in video form once a week, on my progress with this whole thing. But if you guys want to keep up to date with just little tiny updates, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I'll have that link below. I tweet out a lot more than I'm able to make videos, so I'll definitely keep you guys a little better updated on how everything's going with this challenge over there. So yeah guys, here's to a very fun and exciting and interesting 30-day challenge. If you want to keep up with everything, like I said, follow me on Twitter or subscribe to my YouTube channel for the updates. This will also kind of open other things up for the next 30 days. Most of my content that I make will be completely based on iOS accessories or iPhone accessories, so that's gonna be interesting as well. If you wanna go ahead and see that whenever it comes out, hit that subscribe button below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know that you support me through these endeavors, because man, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. So yeah, on behalf of Roman Technology, I've been Phil Begno, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.